This is a brand new boat from St-Barths Yachting. It's a 24 metre. It's designed for owner operation. Quite often we look at these boats, people say, oh, the layouts are all the same. Well, you're not going to say it on this one, because this is seriously different and seriously special. It's a really lovely boat. We're going to access here. This is the passerelle. You can see it's extended out and lifted up. You can also lower it down into the water as well. But when I talk about stern-to berthing, this is exactly what we're doing here. There's a bathing platform that will lower also, but the tender actually lives under the floor here in a completely self-contained garage. If I come around here, it's a 3.5 metre tender, and there's a crane that lifts it out and drops it into the water. The other thing we've got just while we're passing is the engine access. Engines are underneath here, and with a bit of video magic. So these are the engines. They're a pair of IPS 1050 engines. You can see the other one just over there. They're 800 horsepower each, and they're giving the boat about 25 knots flat out, but she cruises at 18, and she's got about a 500 mile range at that speed. But that's a pretty decent engine. You can get right down obviously into the centre there to get to those. This is just to have a quick look at the minute. But yeah, that is all very get-at-able. Generators down there as well. And that is the tender garage that we spoke about earlier. So that lives down in there. Fantastic. So let's start the tour, and we're going to start it right here. Now we've got this fantastic, like a beach club area really, right at water level. But then if we press this button here, we drop down into the saloon. And this is lovely because when you come in here, now we've got boats either side of us at the moment, but when you sit down here, you're virtually at water level. So your view when you're out at anchor is right around the seascape. Just fantastic. And look how high the ceiling is. I often talk about, you know, I'm 6 foot. It's a bit irrelevant here because I can't actually reach the ceiling. It's really, really high, and it makes the whole boat feel so spacious. TV over there retracts. You don't have to have that there if you don't want to. And if we come around this side, then we've got the wine cooler over here. This is actually liquid metal that they make this from. The finishes in here are exquisite. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. And if we come forward again, we have got day heads on this side. Laundry facilities here. And then up here are 2 cabins. So these are guest cabins. Double bed on this one. You've got your actual wardrobe facilities are here. So they open up like so. There we go, there's the shelves if we're being pedantic, aren't they? That's the hanging one there. There we go. And then if we come around here, we have got the ensuite. So you've got the toilet there, the sink, and the shower in here. This is actual real stone, one complete piece of stone. I think it's 6 millimeters thick, I was told. That's very lovely. See what I mean about the finishes. And this here, St-Barths is an island, and it's a mountain range on the island, and this is the mountain range in relief and reversed. I love the details on this boat. It's just fantastic. So we'll come out of here, back through this cabin. There's another one on the other side. Again, look at this. And it's I don't think you can see it, but it is actually sort of 3-dimensional. It's beautiful. Similar sort of deal. We've got a double bed in here, the wardrobe again, and storage at the back, and then the ensuite again up through here, and the shower at the far end, rainfall shower. There are more cabins on the boat than this, and I will show you those. It's actually a 4-cabin layout in total. Let's come back to here. That's a beautiful area, isn't it? But what we can do now is we can head up here. And we've got the upper saloon. So this really, I suppose, perhaps a bit more for dining, because we've got the dining table here, chairs around there as well, and the galley is here as well. So we've got things like the, I can never pronounce it, tabernacle, have I got that right? Probably not. Miele induction hob. There is slow cooker down there, and I think that's a steam oven, I was told. Proper commercial dishwasher is in there. Sink at the far end, of course. That's been running, it's warm. And then fridges are here. So fridges, freezers, and also there's an ice maker there as well. I mentioned it's designed for owner operation. There's no crew cabin on this, and you wouldn't run with the crew. So this is a wonderful area because you sit here and people can chat and talk, and it's just a great place to hang out. Now if we head on forward on here, we're on the main deck now, of course. Helm positions up here. There's 2 helm positions on this boat. This is one of them. There's a great view out. You've got jacuzzi out there as well. We'll have a look at that. But this I love. People can sit around here, and when you're sat here, you've just got a tremendous view out across the front of the boat, and it all feels so open and so inviting. It's just fantastic. Okay, we will press on round a bit further. Much more to see. Let's head down here. Now what we have down here is 2 more cabins. There's a small cabin here. So again, it's a double, a little bit smaller than the ones that are further aft, but still a perfectly good size. And then in this one, they've put the sink here. You've got the heads, you've got the shower again, and then you've got the wardrobe, like so. And the reason that's a little bit more compact is because the owner's cabin is up here in the bow, and this is massive. Look at this. So there's a doorway here, it's open at the moment. We go into here. Look at the floor space in here. This is a really big cabin. Again, very high ceiling. What's beautiful is we look up there, we can see up into the jacuzzi. Jacuzzi's just up there. So you get this wonderful sort of play of light into here from that and also through the windows. But again, it all feels so open. You've got these big windows all the way around, tremendous view out. If you stand over here, for example, you can see can out of the portholes. Not portholes, windows, I should say. They're a bit bigger than portholes, aren't they? But that is a really lovely cabin. It just feels so spacious. Little dressing table here. And if we carry on a little bit further, this is actually like a walk-in wardrobe, effectively. So you come into this area, you've got drawers here, you've got hanging here, you've got more storage tucked away in here. The other thing you've got in here is the controls for the jacuzzi. That's up here. What's amazing about this, and we'll see it when we go on the outside in a moment, is you can actually drain this in 4 minutes. And what it does is it drains into a tank below the floor. So, okay, you're heading off down the coast, 4 minutes, all the water's in the tank. It's filtered as well. You head to where you're going, another 4 minutes, it's back in the jacuzzi, all filtered and ready to go. Ensuite is here. Shower is here. Again, that wonderful stonework on the wall. Just remarkable. It's a lovely, lovely thing. And that is a thing. I think it's just access to some of the plumbing and bits and pieces. How lovely is that? Okay, still plenty more to wow you with. Let's come back up these steps. These seats are height adjustable, so you can bring those up and down if you want to get a better view. And you've got here, obviously, your steering wheel. It's IPS drive, as I mentioned earlier, so you've got the IPS controller, and you've got obviously throttles here, and then your multifunction displays across here. The owner handles this with his wife. I was talking to him earlier, and they run this for 2 people very comfortably. So yeah, it's very much an owner-operator style of boat. Let's head on up. So we're going to go up again, because this one takes us out onto the upper aft deck. You can push a button here, that powers open, and on up we go. Now, a couple of things to show you here. There is a helm position on the outside of the boat. So again, it's height adjustable. You can raise this up, but this gives you the view out like so. And again, multifunction displays, IPS controller, all that kind of stuff. There's a yacht controller as well. So there's a handheld remote control that mirrors that. So when you're maneuvering the boat, you can wander around the boat and actually see what you're doing with it, and you use your remote control. Over here, this is a bar area. TV's raised at the minute, but that drops away. So if you want to use it as a bar and just sit around there, you can do. But what you can also do with this is you can literally just push that completely out of the way. If you don't want to use it, it drops in there and it secures in place. So when you're underway, that's what you do. TV down, that's completely out of the way. But it means you can swing it out and make a great bar area. And then back here, you can use this for dining outside, because these tables are height adjustable. There's an inner section that goes in, so you can make it into one great big dining table. And back here, there's a sunbed on the back, but these cushions here, the backrests, will actually pull forward, he says. Okay, there's also a catch to those. I don't know where it is. You'll have to take my word for it, but they actually pivot forward to about here, slope that way, makes that a great big aft-facing area just there. Very nice indeed. What's great about this though, and it's unusual, normally when you sit on the back of a boat and look forward, all you see is the cabins. On this one, you can see right through there, you can see the sea, you can see all the way around, you feel really connected. So a really nice place to be. When the boat's running, of course, the nose is up slightly. and so you've got an even better view through there. Let's carry on around a bit further. We have got doors on the side here now, and if we open those fellows, there we go, this drops us out onto the side decks. Now we can go aft, and that would take us back down to where we came on, that beach club area at the back, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go forward because we've already seen that. Big wide decks, very secure actually. This really is sort of, you know, hip height up here. So the whole boat is aluminium, so all of this is all painted aluminium. It's fantastic. Now there's a fridge underneath that one, there's a wash basin on the far side as well, but then this is your forward area, so another fabulous sun lounging area. The crane, not the crane, the anchor winch even, the anchor handling kit, you can see up on the front, that all retracts. So we've got it out at the minute because we've got the anchor down, but when you bring that up, it all comes into here and the whole thing folds away, it's completely concealed. And then this is the jacuzzi. How wonderful is that? There's a bit of sit up here on the bow, fabulous view out across the water, just brilliant. You've got pop-up lights here, they're raised at the minute, they fold away flush. You've got these sunbeds on either side, you've got cleats that fold away as well. And then this great seating area here. And that is that glass panel that we saw in the owner's cabin. There's a blind that comes across, but actually it's so tinted that you can see out, but you can't actually see in anyway. A stereo system up here, so a fusion system, that's down there, and speakers you can see across here. And that one takes us back aft. And that, my friends, is about that. I promised you something different, and I think I delivered. Let me know what you think of that one. Huge thanks to St-Barths Yachting. I'll put a link to those guys in the description. This is the first one they built, but they're planning to build more, so if you're interested, give those guys a shout. And we'll look forward to catching you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.